The mission of the LA Found program is to provide resources to the families and caregivers of individuals with cognitive impairments who are at risk for wandering. Through the use of Project Lifesaver location tracking devices and enhanced search coordination, should those individuals eventually wander, LA Found's aim is to locate them and reunite them quickly before any harm can come to them. Statistically, 49% of individuals with autism will wander at least once. For first responders, as well as county employees who contact the public in the course of their duties, knowing signs and strategies for dealing with someone with autism who may be lost or missing can be life-saving. Autism is a disorder that affects language, sensory perception, and social function. Each person with autism is different. The severity of symptoms any one individual displays can fall across a broad range or spectrum, so it can be difficult to identify an individual with autism. But because many individuals, even those with high-functioning autism, may have low impulse control and relatively little awareness of danger, situations in which they wander can be especially perilous. A person with autism, especially one in distress, may present in ways that overlap with someone under the influence of drugs or with mental illness. While it's not the job of a law enforcement officer or public employee to diagnose anyone, it's crucial to take in the totality of the situation to help guide your responses and interactions with the individual. First, be aware of any unaccompanied minors. Young children should generally not be wandering on their own, even if they don't outwardly appear to be in distress. Look for a Project Lifesaver wristband, a medic alert bracelet or shoe tag, or possibly a UPC or QR code on the person's clothing. These are strong indicators that the person is known to be receiving care or at risk for wandering, rather than a person under the influence. There are a number of behaviors you can look for as well that might indicate an autistic individual. Repetitive behaviors such as flapping the arms, rocking back and forth, jumping up and down, or repeating a word or phrase incessantly fall into this category. So do issues with eye contact, that is either a total avoidance of eye contact or far more eye contact than normal. The individual might display what's referred to as inappropriate affect, which could present as speaking at an inappropriate volume or in a sing-song manner or monotone or laughing at inappropriate times. They could also exhibit echolalia, which is where the person repeats back anything said to them. If you approach an individual you think may have autism, remember that they may struggle with communicating, and their inability to prioritize sensory input may make it difficult for them to follow instructions. Be patient, slow things down, and try to limit sensory input. If possible, try approaching them initially in their peripheral vision rather than straight ahead. This makes you appear less threatening. Give the person space and don't touch them unless there is an imperative reason to do so. When giving instructions, focus on concrete, non-abstract speech, such as if-then statements and specific, manageable steps. It can also help to act out the instructions you give, such as demonstrating how to hold their hands or where to place their arms. Be prepared for resistance, both physical and verbal. In the case of autistic individuals, non-compliance doesn't come from a lack of respect, but a lack of awareness. They may not recognize that they are in a dangerous situation or be able to understand possible negative outcomes. Each person with autism is different. When they wander, whether as a young child, a teen, or adult, they face specific dangers as a result of their cognitive differences. Whether the person has a Project Lifesaver wristband or location tracking technology or identification, it's important we help identify these individuals and get them reunited with their families. LA Found is here to help get the necessary resources in motion to do just that. If you know anyone that could benefit from tracking technology, please contact the LA Found unit at WEDAX.